Picture a seaside town so rich in ivory and shiny shells that ships came from Rome to shop there. Sounds amazing, right? But today, no one can find it. Welcome to Rhapta, the port that vanished. Some scientists think Rhapta is now under muddy water, maybe with crocodiles guarding the secret. About 2,000 years ago, sailors used a travel guide called the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea. It said, sail south and you'll hit Rhapta, the best place to buy ivory, rhino horn and tortoise shell. A Greek mapmaker named Ptolemy even drew Rhapta on his world map. But after a couple of hundred years, the city's name disappears. For years, archaeologists have played a giant game of hide-and-seek with Rhapta, and two spots along Tanzania's shoreline keep popping up as it. First there's the Rufiji Delta, a maze of twisting rivers where scholar Felix Chami dug up Roman beads and fancy clay jars. Picture muddy banks, tangled mangroves, and a place where a bustling harbour could easily sink beneath shifting channels. But sail a few hundred kilometres north and you reach Pangani Bay. A sunny stretch where local legends whisper about a stone town swallowed by the sea. At sunset, small wooden fishing boats bob on orange waves, hinting that something big might be sleeping below. Could either place be the missing port, or is Rhapta hiding someplace totally different? We're about to dive deeper, so strap on your explorer hats. If the city really slid under rising seas, who's ready for an underwater treasure hunt? Now imagine the dock at Rhapta on its busiest day. Swahili sailors steer their sewn plank ships alongside Arab traders eager for ivory, while Indian spice merchants wave sacks of cloves in the salty breeze. The air rings with haggling voices, clinking coins, and the creak of wooden masts. In the middle of this noisy market, deals are struck that send exotic goods as far west as Rome and as far east as India. The mix of languages and smells would knock your sandals off. No wonder ancient writers called Rhapta the richest place for ivory and tortoiseshell in the whole of Azania. Can you imagine TSA today? Anything to declare? Merchant. Just 40 rhino horns and a bucket of tortoise shells. So, what evidence do we actually have? Let's stitch the puzzle together. First, the old sailor's handbook, the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, says Rhapta sat about 20 days' sail south of Aden, which lines up with coastal Tanzania. Next, the Greek mapmaster Ptolemy marked the city around 8 degrees south of the equator. Both clues drop a pin smack between our two hotspots. Digging in the Rufiji Delta, Chami's team uncovered shards of Roman glass and Persian beads, showing big-time trading links. Meanwhile, pottery found near Pangani carries patterns that turned up all over the Indian Ocean, and cowrie shells from faraway islands hint at wide-ranging swaps. Even the ground itself speaks. Laser scans reveal parts of the Rufiji shoreline have sunk nearly 2 meters since ancient days, enough to drown a whole port beneath mud and mangroves. 2 meters down, that's like stacking 3 sixth graders on top of each other. Add up the texts, the artifacts, and the shifting earth, and Rhapta's location starts to feel less like legend and more like a riddle we're close to cracking. What if one great discovery makes Rhapta the next Troy, once myth, now pinned on Google Maps? Love Lost City Mysteries? Smash the like button so more explorers join us. Alright sleuths, let's stack up the big ideas about why Rhapta ghosted us. First, Mother Nature might have thrown a tantrum. Picture a monster flood or a sneaky tsunami rolling in, dumping sand and mud until the whole port sank like a dropped phone. But maybe it wasn't a disaster at all, maybe it was economics. As new towns popped up along the coast, traders could have steered their ships to fresher, trendier markets. Rhapta, once the coolest mall on the block, slowly emptied out like last year's video game server. There's a third option, and it's the sneakiest. Rhapta might still be alive, just wearing a different name tag. Some historians think the city morphed into places like Kilwa Kisiwani. Same people, new branding. So, was it washed away, ditched for cooler hangouts, or simply rebranded like a sneaker company? The evidence keeps us guessing, and that's half the fun. So, what's your best guess? Mother Nature's wipeout, trade moving on, or the city hiding under a brand new name? Drop your verdict in the comments. We're tallying up the votes. Got that wow feeling? Send this vid to your sharpest history detective mate. Rhapta proves even booming cities can vanish if rivers shift or trade routes change. Clues still hide in sand and sea, waiting for curious minds. Is Rhapta under river mud, beneath the sea, or living on with a new name? What's your theory? Hit subscribe for more Lost City hunts. Ring the bell so you're first to see the next mystery, because somewhere another forgotten place is itching to be found. If you love Lost City mysteries, check this next deep dive.